G'day everyone and welcome to another edition of Chris Rankin's Music Crush. Thought I'd do a question for you all. It's a question thread. This should get you going. This should get everyone going. What are your top 5 favourite Megadeth albums and put them in order? That's all you got to do, so you can just reply. It's not a contest, it's just a question, just to get the juices flowing, I guess. So I'll show mine. I'll show my top 5 Megadeth albums, and I'm going to put them in order. Putting them just your top 5 isn't enough. I want to see them in order. That would be really cool. Love Megadeth, always have. Definitely one of my favourite bands. So good live. I have everything that they've done, all the studio albums at least. But yeah, here we go. So number one favourite down to 5th favourite. Number one. This is my favourite. I think this is a masterpiece. I think it's just a thrash metal masterpiece. I think it's a heavy metal masterpiece overall. I love its technicality. I love Holy War's Punishment Due on its own is just unreal. It's one of my all-time favourite metal songs. That first 90 seconds intro is just the best. That gets me headbanging every single time, no matter what. It's one of my all-time favourite songs. But of course, then you've got Hangar 18, Lucretia, Tornado of Souls, just everything on this album. I absolutely love this album to bits. Of course, this is their 1990 album. So there's number one. Number 2, Peace Cells is number 2 for me. Only just. It's probably because I love Holy War's Punishment Due so much that probably takes it over the edge. You take off that and this may win in the tiebreaker, but there's just so much good on this. The Conjuring is probably my second favourite Megadeth song of all time. Wake Up Dead, of course. Peace Cells, I love. My Last Words, so good. Absolutely so good. 1986. I couldn't play this enough when it first came out. Just loved every second of it. Still do. Still play it a lot. So that's number 2, Megadeth, Peace Cells, but who's buying? Number 3, Countdown to Extinction. Of course, this is their 1992 album, yeah. Brilliant. Now, I love this. There's actually a bonus track on this one that is one of my all-time favourite Megadeth songs as well, which is Crown of Worms. I absolutely love it. It's only a bonus track, but I absolutely love that song. But of course, you've got Symphony of Destruction, one of the best. You've also got Psychotron, which I absolutely love. Ashes in Your Mouth, and then Crown of Worms. Just so good. Sweating Bullets, yeah, it's a pretty good song. At times, as long as I don't hear Sweating Bullets too often, it's okay. After a while, just the whole sort of spoken word of it can get on me a little bit. But it's still a good song, as long as I don't hear it too much, as I said. But yeah, this is my number 3, Countdown to Extinction. Absolutely love this song. This album, sorry. Number 3. Number 4, this was very close. 4th and 5th. In fact, 3, 4 and 5 are pretty close. You might be shocked what number 5 is, but number 4, So Far, So Good, So What. Really dark album. Dark and mean and sort of, yeah, not so clean on this album. It's a bit of a down and dirty album, and love it. And just very interesting thrash album. So good. Into the Lungs of Hell, Set the World Afire, Mary Jane, In My Darkest Hour, Hook in Mouth. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant album. And sort of interesting the way it splits Peace Cells and Rust in Peace. it's sort of like the ugly cousin, but it's perfectly the ugly cousin in between those two, if you know what I mean. But yeah, that's my number 4. It's my 4th favourite Megadeth album. And number 5, here we go. You might be a little bit surprised, maybe not, but this is actually my 5th favourite Megadeth album. United Abominations was my 5th favourite. And when this came out, it definitely knocked it down. It knocked United Abominations down to 6th. This is my 5th favourite Megadeth album. From the day I heard it and the day this came out, it started in the middle of the pack and it kept climbing and climbing and climbing. And yeah, now this is very much in my top 5 Megadeth albums. The Threat Is Real is so good. Fatal Illusion, Dystopia, Poisonous Shadows, amazing. The Threat Is Real is become one of my favourite Megadeth songs of all time. I absolutely love this album. Incredibly good. Incredibly good. So there we go. That's my top 5 favourite Megadeth albums in order. I'd love to see what yours are. As you know, music's subjective, is all subjective. No one's right, no one's wrong. It's all whatever your favourites are. So I'd love to see what yours are. Just a little bit of an interesting question to get you going. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.